number 1, how did you develop this talent for speed reading?
My mother was a typist who was the fastest typist in her whole steno pool, and so it was only natural for me, as I sat as a babe in her little lap, that I would read every word that she ever typed. And it just became a perfectly normal thing.
Contestant number 2, how did you develop the talent for speed reading?
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yes. How did you develop this talent, sir?
From early childhood, I followed my parents who were professional ping pong players. After many years of education pertaining to the achievement of reading while retaining, I was able to develop many intellectual facilities in which I was able to read and read and read and read. Not only very quickly, but very successfully retaining the general emphasis of the materiality. Now, as you can understand, quite electrifying explanation that I have read many books. And it's no wonder through educational facilities that I have been able to develop this skill.
Well, wonderful. Thank you for that very concise explanation.
That is sleeping disorder. Must be very far behind in school, man. Yeah, school. I ain't Rita.
Rita?
Yeah, she reads to eat and eats to read. Oh, weigh about 1,200 pounds. Oh, she taught me to read very quickly. Very quickly, so.
Contestant number 3. Contestant number 3. You were saying, sir?
Oh yeah, she taught me to read very quickly between naps. So that with other children. Oh, see, let me show you. Let me show you, man. Let me show you. Oh, see, man, see. Oh, man, that was exciting right there, man. You should read that book. That's exciting read.
Oh, wonderful. Now, what I would like to do, ladies and gentlemen, would be to ask these individual contestants a question and get their responses, please. Contestant number 1, do you utilize your speed reading talents in everyday life?
That wasn't the question.
That wasn't the question. What was the question?
You were asking me what I liked about the award I got.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the award was wonderful. We got to go to the Library of Congress, and I got to read every single book, but the problem was I got so excited in reading all the books in the Library of Congress in a day and a half that I got whiplash.
That was definitely a real treat,
yes,
real prize.
Wonderful.
Wonderful prize. Very, very good. Maybe our questions will correspond for the remaining. Contestant number 2, sir. Realistically, what is your assessment of the retention of factual material read while speed reading?
Actually, I am very perplexed as to there being 2 questions in this skit.
Would you like to answer your best prepared answer?
We'll get this man to quit snoring. I think you guys can give you an answer. Retaining while reading.
Retaining factual material while reading. How successfully is this?
98%.
98% of what?
But
Sir?
aren't 6% actually.
Percent of what, sir?
Capability to retain what you have read. Precisely.
Precisely, 98 points. Now, have you proven this by actual experimentation, sir?
Just ask me what I just said, and I can prove it. 98.6. I remember exactly.
Very good. That is very, very precise factual matter retention. Yes, it certainly is.
Very good.
Question Contestant number 3. Contestant number 3, sir. Contestant number 3. I have a question for you, please. Listen very carefully. Try not to nod off. Does it take regular practice to keep up your skills?
I sleep on it.
You sleep on it.
I sleep to read and read to sleep. Yeah.
Oh, very, very good.
It's a vicious circle.
Vicious circle. So is this skit. Okay, folks. Now this is going to be the fun part. We're going to give you. Very good. Very good. Contestant number 2. And contestant number 3. Now for the most exciting moment of all. Will the real Reedy J. Gonzalez please stand up? Take another nap here for just a moment, Mr. Gonzalez. What I would like to do, I would like now to find out who these people really are and what they do. Contestant number 1, what is your real name and what do you do, please?
My name is Annette Fumicello, and I'm a chicken inspector with the Clucking Chicken Factory.
Very good. And contestant number 2, tell us your name, please, and what you actually do.
I am Professor Lalu Aprazano of Hermeneutics at the University of Bucharest.
You traveled a long way to be on our program.
Yes, I did. And my expenses will be paid for.
Very good. Wouldn't you give a round of applause? That's right. I forgot. And Mr. Gonzalez, that is your name, isn't it? Reedy J. Gonzalez. What do you actually do, sir, other than being the world's fastest speeder?
Man. I'm the executive manager of the concession stand at the Twilight Drive-In.
And where is the Twilight?
Tecumseh.
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 Is that in Texas?
No, man, it's Mexico, man.
Oh, all right. Very good. Thank you again, contestant. As a 6-foot, 98-pound weakling with a high squeaky voice and an appetite very akin to the resident canary at a cat farm. It was the Charles Atlas bodybuilding program that was advertised on the radio that actually changed his whole life. That program and a rigid diet of Popeye spinach, stewed liver, and tortillas strengthened him to become the Mr. Globe of 1969. Now, 20 years later, he is here to relive with us those glorious days as Mr. Globe. Contestant number 1, would you come in and give us your name, please?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Franz Schwarzenegger.
Mr. Schwarzenegger, you may just want to stand up.
Very good. Very good.
Contestant number 2, would you come in and tell us your name, please?
Yo, my name is Franz Schwarzenegger.
Contestant number... Contestant number 3, would you come in and give us your name, please?
what's little.
Gentlemen, if I might ask you a couple of questions, please. Mr. Globe, number one. Your physical state seems to maybe have changed a little bit since 1969. Can you elaborate on this a little bit, please?
Yes, my physical condition has changed over the years. Two reasons for that, basically. First of all, I adhered faithfully to the world-famous drift-away, gut-away diet plan, administered, first of all, by Dr. Helgramite of University of Helsinki. Helmut. Wasn't me, Helmut. And secondly, I got stuck on my Nordic track exercise machine back in the early 80s. And I feel that my body has matured somewhat since that time. I have been transferring fat globules into dino fiber particulates. That reflects my inner being.
Well, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for that explanation, sir. That helps us to understand it clearly. Contestant number two, what caused you to get into bodybuilding earlier in your life?
Yo, man. Believe it or not, at one time, I was a 98-pound weakling. A real girly man. A wimpy man. People, little people, kick sand in my face at the beach. Not now, man.
Now, is that the only reason why you got into bodybuilding, so that you could defend yourself against the bullies?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Contestant number three. Contestant number three. What was the most important aspect of your training for the Mr. Globe competition?
Well, in the beginning, I was a closet iron pumper. I was a little self-conscious about this marvelous physique I have. But I attribute my success to vitamins and nutrition. Vitamins and nutrition. You know, if you don't watch out, these things can kind of be habit forming, but not to me.
Wonderful. That's a good explanation, sir. Now, what we want to do, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, is to give you an opportunity to see the routine that Mr. Globe used in the 1969 bodybuilding championships. And hopefully this will help you to make your decision as to who is the real Mr. Globe. Contestant number one, would you show us your routine, please?
Gladly, gladly.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. Contestant number two, would you show us your routine, please? Very good. And contestant number three, would you show us your routine, please? gentlemen, let's vote on who you think the real Franz, what's his name? Schwartznoodle is. Would you say that contestant number 1 is Mr. Schwartznoodle? Contestant number 2. Or contestant number 3. Well, the vote is in now. Let's find out how well we did. Will the real Franz Schwartznoodle, Mr. Globe of 1969, step forward, please? And then, contestant number 1, would you tell us, please, your real name and what you do?
Yes, I would be glad to. My name is Wendell, better known as Wendy Checkums, and I am an inspector for the Whoopee Cushions Incorporated.
Well, you're well suited for it. And contestant number 3, what's your name and your profession?
My name is Bosworth Periwinkle, and I'm a director of substance abuse program for the NC2As, and also a consultant for Bodybuilding Magazine.
Very good. And Mr. Schwartznoodle, what do you actually do, sir?
I'm Franz, and where we work, we pump you up. And some of you wimpy guys need to come to see us. You women, you like this. You're a wimpy boy, man. Come to see us. We pump you up.
I'm doing that. We had more fun making it up than y'all did seeing it. This program director?
Yes.
Next group, Terry Smith, Jim Childress, Don McFarland, and
Not great for y'all.
We're number 4. 4, guitar player.
Mark, not great for y'all.
It's all mine. It's a preacher who preaches eternally.
now we want everyone to participate. Now let's everyone sing when it comes your turn. Sing out good and loud so that we can keep up with where we are. We got Carl here yet? Here you go. There you go. Okay, Susie, you want to start us off?
On the first day of Christmas, my true love came to me.
Good joke.
His wife could sing. I get to start over?
Shall we sing it with him one time?
Tell us what we're going to sing with you.
Christmas, my true love came to me. A preacher who preaches eternally.
On the second day of
Christmas, my true love came to me.
And a preacher who preaches eternally.
Third day of Christmas, my true love came to me. Redstone rallies. Three redstone rallies.
And a preacher who preaches eternally.
On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 guitar players.
And a preacher who preaches eternally.
Fifth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 on the fifth day of Christmas, my true love